see where we're at, and I'm excited about the fact that these guys get to go out and display what they worked so hard for, since we got here back in, coaching in December and the rest of us in January. So it's an exciting time, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Just ask you about some of the position battles that have come in the one league quickly. What you saw from Zach Bullock, the case on.
Well, Zach has probably been the most consistent at the position, and I think that's the biggest thing. Tayshawn's had some injuries, and again, Chris has done a good job, but Zach's probably been the most consistent. I've always talked to my guys, you can't ride the roller coaster. You cannot be up and down. One day good, one day bad. You got to be consistently good, and every day get a little bit better. And he's done a good job of that.
And the approach to see guys like C.J. Gary, Nigel Harris working it too. What are they showing you, the young guys that have put themselves in the picture?
I think it's really a combination of things. One maybe because somebody ahead of them got injured and they're taking advantage of the opportunity. The other one maybe because the kid's just a heck of a football player, and he's starting to flash some things. And we want to get the best 11 players on the field at all times, and we're going to continue to create competitive situations. Competition breeds success, and so if we can have it at every position, we're going to be pretty good. And right now we're not quite there yet, but we're getting close.
Nigel's one that's going to flash for you.
Nigel's flashed. Nigel has flashed, and it's good for him. He's done the same thing on special teams, and that's not to say that he's close to being a starter or anything like that. He's just flashed in our eyes, and he's basically taken advantage of an opportunity.
What do you see from the McNeese State offense? What do they do really well?
I think what they do is they control the game. Even though it's not a power running team, last year they were very balanced in their rush and passing attack. It may change this year. They've lost some guys up front. The one thing, though, that's consistent, and again, you hear that word, is the quarterback. The quarterback makes excellent decisions in the passing game. He controls the run game very well. So, again, we got our hands full, and they've got very good skilled position players. And, so we're going to have to bring our A game and be ready to compete with some speed, some athleticism on the edge, and really, we've got to bring our A game, and we've got our hands full.
Which true freshman go into Saturday expecting to play?
Say that again.
Which true freshman, which consider newcomers this fall?
And it's a good question, but really, even now, believe it or not, it's still too early to say because the ebb and the flow of the game. Every game's got its ebbs and flows. You'll see some guys step out there, but again, based on how the game is going, how the flow is going, is it hot? Do they get into long drives? Will all dictate into how quickly somebody comes in the game and how much they'll help us. But we've got 3 or 4 guys that could come up and step up and play a role on special teams or in the defensive scrimmage downs.
Let me ask you about just seeing Spencer turning corner. He's seen a lot of work at safety. Was it just a late switch? Or
no, he's played both. And that's the type of guy we look for. I've always said in the NFL, a safety's got to know how to cover because you're going to face 3 wide systems. And if you want to be really good, the Rod Woodsons, the Charles Woodsons, they start out where? At corner. And then they finish where? At safety. Same thing with Albert Lewis. So you've got to be able to play both. And the more exposure you can get to it at this level, it really puts all those tools in your tool belt that makes you more attractive.
When you guys go to a nickel right now, who'd be your nickel? Who'd come on the field?
If I tell you, I got to kill you. You'll see. Okay. You'll see on Saturday. Yeah, you'll see on Saturday. It won't be a surprise.
Do you know what Bivens' status is? I know his knee has been coming.
He's coming back. He's not quite there yet, but he's practicing, trying to work through it. And the big thing again for him is consistency. He's got to get back to the point where he's really doing it with consistency, and we feel confident that he can go into a game and hold up for the entire game and not be in and out and that type of stuff where it's bothering 1 minute and then he's ready the next. So, but he's worked. He's worked his butt off, and it's just a level of consistency and getting that thing back.
Great.
Good. All right. Yep.